John chapter 6, John records the fifth sign performed by Jesus. It comes right after the fourth sign, which is his miraculous feeding of the 5,000. That night, some of his disciples get on a boat and they try to cross this sea, the Sea of Galilee. But as we know, this sea can really whip up a storm, and they got into some trouble. Then out of nowhere, they see somebody walking on the water. And of course, this is Jesus. Now, if we're used to this story, we might think, yeah, okay, Jesus walked on water. But think about it. I'm standing in the water. I can't walk on the water. It's kind of like defying gravity. It's an incredible miracle. And it has to raise the question, who could possibly do something like that? Who has authority over the elements of nature? As far as Israel is concerned, there's only one person who has that kind of authority over nature, and it's God himself. So as they see Jesus walking on the water, they must think, this man is divine. But then what he says to them is also very striking. He says, do not be afraid. It is I. Now what he literally says is, do not be afraid, I am. And in the original language, I am can simply mean, hey, it's me. But this phrase, I am, also has significance for the Bible as a whole. In Exodus chapter 3, the second book of the Bible, when Yahweh, the God of Israel, calls Moses at the burning bush, he identifies himself as I am. So the name I am is the very name of God. It is his personal name. And Jesus is here walking on the water, performing a miracle that only God could perform. And he says, do not be afraid. I am. This is incredible. I think here Jesus is claiming to be the God of Israel. This is who Jesus is. And as we think about this miracle, as I'm standing here at the Sea of Galilee, I'm struck just as those first disciples must have been struck. Jesus is God. Jesus has authority over the elements. And we should have the same response that he calls his disciples to have. If he is in control of everything, do not be afraid.